Today, I'm going to try to talk about the best semi-automatic shotgun for any tactical environment. Do y'all feel me? I'm talking about the Mossberg 930 Tactical. You know, I like this weapon right here because it's affordable, it's beefy, it's modular, and it's reliable. I'm doing a big dog review of the 930 SPX. You feel me? Yeah. Welcome back to Big Dog Tactical. This is a show that talks about different topics from firearms to self-defense, having a big dog warrior mindset, tactical equipment, mentoring, personal growth, and so much more. Do y'all feel me? The mission of this channel is to inspire thought that reaches past the stereotypes that plague American society, in which each episode we're trying to ignite a passion for gaining understanding by questioning, learning, and making informed decisions. I promote gun ownership and spreading community knowledge to collectively increase and promote gun awareness and gun safety. However, we specifically target the minority community, but we welcome input from all walks of life. You feel me? Now look, let me start this off by saying this. I'm not a gun expert like so many claim to be on YouTube. You feel me? But I've been in some firefights, been in a couple of different shootouts, and I've had to save my life and the life of others. So I have a real world experience. I'm also not an English teacher, so I don't say all my sentences properly. So with that being said, let's get into it. You feel me? This right here is the Mossberg 930 Tactical, baby. We call this the SPX. You know what I'm saying? And it's well known and well respected as a shotgun. And it's by a well respected shotgun manufacturer. You dig? The Mossberg 930 came out just full steam. You feel me? With a reasonable dollar price at the time it was released. And at the time that it was released, it was a reasonable dollar price when reliable semi-automatic shotguns carried a unrealistic price. You know what I'm saying? Specifically, the Benelli and the Beretta. Look, nothing wrong with Beretta and Benelli, but they're very expensive. This 930 and the 930 family of firearms is like an all-in-one weapon because it accommodates various needs from home defense, tactical use, to hunting. The Mossberg 930 is living the dream. You feel me? Now listen, I'm going to talk about some specs. This thing right here holds 7 rounds in the tube and then 1 in the chamber. So that's 8 rounds. Of course, this right here is a 12 gauge. It's 39 inches in length. You feel me? The barrel length is 18.5 inches and it weighs roughly 7.6 pounds. You feel me? Now the length of this pull is 14, so you know, but listen, this 930 family is massively significant. And I would say that any discerning shotgun shooter can find a model to suit their overall needs. From animals to horrible humans, this 930 line has something for everyone. You know, various 930 tactical configurations exist, but this one, the SPX, is the top of the line tactical model from my opinion. But it's designed. This one right here, this is the 930 Tactical Edition. It's designed for home defense and basic tactical application. Now, this model costs a little more than like the standard tactical model, but it's packed with some great features. You understand what I'm saying? Look, this thing right here follows the path of most tactical semi-automatic shotguns because it uses a gas-powered design system. You feel me? Now, this ensures you can strap numerous accessories to it without inhibiting its reliability. You know, this 930 SPX is short, it's pretty light. And I think that it's a weapon that is well suited for home defense and tactical use. Out the box, I'm talking about out the box, it's outfitted with a higher than average capacity. It got some ghost ring sights, and of course this 18-inch barrel. You know what I'm saying? It's really 18.5. You know what I'm saying? I hit you with the specs earlier, but I'm saying, let me tell you about some of the things that I really enjoy about this this weapon. Look at this thing. This thing looks good, man. I changed a couple of things on it, but I ain't gonna talk about what I changed on it. I'm telling you, man, this thing looks good, man. Oh yeah, I saw the enemy. I don't want to kill him, but guess what? If I got to, I got to, and if he dies, he dies, you know? But look, let me talk about a couple of things that I really love about this gun. Yeah, feel me? It's clear too, just let you know. See that chamber right there? Just letting that be known, you know. Number one, it has ghost ring sights with an optical rail, and the sights are awesome. You feel me? Now, if what I like is that, let's say that you're a person and you want to put this gigantic great optic on this shotgun. Guess what? You got the rail for it. You got what I'm saying? That's just, you can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? But look, okay, number two is ambidextrous. That's right. It has an ambidextrous tang safety on it. Yeah, feel me? And it's easy to operate. So if you left-handed, right-handed, guess what? You're going to be very happy about that tang safety. I think they're the best safeties anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. But anyway, number three, it has a reliable gas-operated action. Now, this action provides minimum recoil when slinging shots or slugs downrange or at whatever your target is. You feel me? Number four, it's sling ready. You see that? You see that little bead right there? Bead at the bottom? I'm just saying, it's sling ready. So you don't need to specifically set up nothing to, you know, all you got to do is get the sling, boom, put it right there, you're good to go. You got what I'm saying? Look, I'm going to hit you with let me hit you with this, the Big Dog tactical review. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you my overall opinion of this Mossberg 930. I think that it's a great tactical shotgun. You know, I think that semi-automatic shotguns are very addictive weapons. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I love and enjoy any weapon that can deliver 12 gauge power as fast as you can pull the trigger. And this Mossberg 930 has a very comfortable feel. So if you're considering a shotgun for home defense, the reliability of this thing is not matched by tactical shotguns in the price range of this thing. You feel me? I'm telling you, this Mossberg 930 is a very reliable weapon. One thing that I have noticed, though, is that gas-operated shotguns, they're not too finicky. And this 930 is no different. You feel me? Ammo-wise, it can handle everything except very light sub 1,000 FPS trap loads, which I don't really consider that a downside because they're specialized rounds and I have no use for them. You feel me? But every time I go trap shooting, I'm going to tell you this. I use a Benelli Supernova. So if you are into trap shooting, then Benelli is the bomb. You feel me? Moving on. This 930 SPX, it digests pretty much all types of ammo. You got what I'm saying? Look, every standard load, I'm talking about cheap bird shot, I'm talking about those cheap Bolt number 8 or 7.5 loads designed to be like affordable and you can see them everywhere. It eats all of it. You know what I'm saying? Like Pac-Man. You know, in terms of buckshot, I'm a fan of Federal Flight Control, which is a reduced recoil load. Now, these reduced recoil loads have no problems in the 930. Let me put this 930 down on. Put it right there, lay it right there. Bam. Boom, yeah. So, or another one that I really shoot is something called, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I think it's called the Fiocchi, you know, Fiocchi reduced recoil loads. You know, and I have some of those. I've used that. Look, as it applies to reliability, look, reliability only becomes an issue when you fail to clean the weapon. So after you put about 1,000 rounds downrange, this weapon needs to be cleaned or it's going to start having problems. And honestly, I don't think that's bad. But what I will say is that guns like the Benelli, the M4, they can go on and on and on with no issues. But they almost cost about $2,000. You got what I'm saying? Look, let me talk about the handling of the 930. The specific model that I have has the traditional shotgun style stock. Now, in my opinion, when it comes to Mossbergs, this is the right stock to go with. This makes that brilliant tang safety that it has easily accessible. And I think it's by far the best shotgun safety on the market. You feel me? Because I'm telling you, let's say you acquire your target. Boom, you can use that thumb to hit that tang safety. And guess what? You can send a round at that target. I'm saying, this is awesome to me. And the safety is ambidextrous. It's easy to engage. And I think it's perfect for a straight shotgun stock. You feel me? Now, where I want to go next? Okay, yeah, let me talk about this. Some people hate this charging handle. You know what I'm saying? Now, for me, the charging handle is cool. I don't have any problems, but I hear a lot of people complaining about it. Now, if I was about to clear a room, I don't feel like it would get caught on anything, but I often hear that complaint. The bolt release is surprisingly large and comfortable to engage. Now, One thing I will say though is that the loading port, it has a shell lifter and it loves to pinch when you're loading the gun. You know, yeah, that's the only thing I can think that is like, But the length of the pull is 14 inches, which is cool for me. The stock, it provides an excellent cheek weld for using those ghost ring sights. The fore end is long and it's textured, which makes it easy to grip. I'm saying, man, look, when you slinging lead, the ghost ring sights, they allow you to make the most use out of a load like the Federal Flight Control. They provide a good deal of precision at various distances, and they will enable you to make the most out of this tight grouping buckshot load. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, get some Federal Flight. You know, they don't pay me or nothing. You know, just popping in my brain. You know, you know what? The trigger on this 930 is excellent. You know, I think that a trigger is often a forgotten part of a shotgun design. But this Mossberg 930, the trigger is just excellent. It hardly has any take up, and it has a short and light wall with a nice crisp break to it. You know, this 930, from my opinion, you know what I'm saying, it's an accurate slug thrower. And trust me, I believe in throwing slugs. So if your belief is like mine, then I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy this all the time. The sights on the 930 are made by an Italian firm. I think they're called or known as LPA. And they make some great sights. The front sight is a high visibility red fiber optic. It's real clean and it's easy to focus on. It's also eye-catching and you will be quick on your target. You got what I'm saying? Now, backing up that nice sight is an optic rail. You feel me? Now, let's say you go with like a red dot sight on your shotgun. Boom. You put it right up there, and then you're shooting like a champ. You feel me? Look, I'm addicted to 12 gauges, so I'm not going to say much negative about the 930 because I've ran it. I got over 3,000. Oh, man, it's thousands of rounds that I put through this thing, man. Shot shells. I threw some shot shells through that thing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. 7-round tube. Boom. One in the head. Killing all the targets. I'm just saying. Gas operated design. The recoil is nice. It's soft. You will enjoy it. You can shoot this thing all day. And guess what? You won't have to worry about a bruised shoulder or feeling like, you know how you shoot a long time, some shotguns, and your body just feel like you got into a fight. With this thing, you're good. You know what I'm saying? When you're pushing this weapon, though, you have to deal with muzzle rise. But you can minimize that with the proper mitigation techniques. I'm telling you, this 930 by Mossberg is great to shoot, and it's excellent for a tactical mission, home defense, or whatever. You feel me? Now, I'm going to give you some elements to think about when choosing your shotgun, and I'm going to tell you why the 930 is awesome. Do y'all feel me? Now listen, when choosing a shotgun, you have to think about the price, reliability, the accuracy, the shootability, I'm going to say the ergonomics of the gun. You know what I'm saying? So look, when dealing with the price, I bought this Mossberg 930 tactical. I want to say about 5 years ago. And I think I bought it for like $795. And at that time, it costed more than most pump shotguns and even more than some semi-automatic shotguns. But when it comes to the right price for the right level of quality, the Mossberg 930 is the right weapon for the money. You feel me? I'm saying the price has come down over the years, and this is an awesome semi-automatic shotgun. It's not like a hunk of junk or a piece of shit weapon. You know what I'm saying? I honestly think it represents the best value for a self-defense worthy semi-automatic shotgun. If I had to give it a grade, and I would give it a grade of like a B+. I'm just saying. Now, as it applies to reliability, this 930 is almost perfect. And the cleaning requirement is right at 1,000 rounds or so. Now, from my opinion and my experience, I'm not a gun expert, but like I said, from my experience, I think that's top tier. But there are some slightly better guns. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a Benelli, right? So my Benelli, it hasn't been cleaned a lot, but it still runs. So if I want to do running and gunning, and I'm in like a real kinetic situation, guess what? I'm going to go to the Benelli, or I'm going to go to this 930. But the Benelli, you don't got to clean it a lot, and you can run it and run it and run it, but it costs like $2,000. So if I had to give the 930 a grade, I would say that it was a B. Yeah, that's what I'd give it, a B. No, I'll give it at an A-. You know what I'm saying? Now, as it applies for shotgun, as it applies for accuracy, it's also a shotgun with a great trigger and an excellent set of sights. So this 930 by Mossberg, it will get both slugs and shot shells on target. So if I had to give that a grade, I would say that gets an A. Now, as it applies to shootability, it has a low recoil, great cycling design. I think it's just a great choice. It's a great choice to shoot, to handle. The main problem, like I said, comes from that shell lifter that pinches your thumb. You know what I'm saying? When you trying to load it with some aggression to it. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to give that a grade, then I would say like a B. Ergonomics. The ergonomics of this 930 is solid with little that needs replacing. I even like the charging handle, but I wouldn't mind a beefier charging handle. But other than that, the ergonomics is great. So I would give that like a B. Overall, though, the 930 by Mossberg is worth its weight in gold. So if you want a reliable semi-automatic shotgun, then the Mossberg 930 is hard to beat, and it comes in so many configurations. You'll be like, whoa, what to choose, what to do. You got what I'm saying? Look, I'm just saying, go get you one. Look at this thing. It just looks wonderful. Put that, let me shoulder this weapon. Oh my God, cheek right there. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Look at that tang. Oh my, come on, man. It's just the ultimate. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is. I'm sorry that I just, in my mind right now. It's like I forget them on video sometimes, And I just be in love with these weapons. You got what I'm saying? This has been another great episode of Big Dog Tactical. I got to let you know that this channel right here is for big dogs only. If you want real dialogue and topics that affect the 2A community, then I invite you to become a part of the family. So feel free to subscribe. Look, we are in the beginning stages, but we are growing and improving. And if you hate the channel, then guess what? I still invite you to subscribe because I would love to hear your feedback. I'm open to constructive criticism because you never know. You could help me improve this channel, so feel free to reach out. This has been Big Dog Tactical, and if you want to remain on Big Dog status forever, then make sure you visit BigDogTactical.com. Reminding you to get your weight up and stay tactical, big dog. Peace.